Okay, guys, I'm home and I'm live on TubeU. I just said TubeU. That's not a word. I'm live on YouTube. Here's the link. Come and watch. Okay, I'm in a weird mood. Be warned. Okay, bye. Okay, done. Link. Copy, paste. Is anyone here? Oh, hi, people. Done. Okay. Oh, sure. Done. Make sure it's saved. And then, wait, it didn't work. Wait a minute. It didn't post the link. Did I do that wrong? I sure did. Hold on. I have to redo it. Now I have to delete that one. Hold on. Okay, here's what I'll do. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I just realized I didn't give you the link on the other one, so here it is. Here, come watch. Okay, bye. I could have sworn I did. Did you guys see me put it there? You can't see what I'm doing, can you? I know I did. Maybe I somehow accidentally deleted it. Maybe I like accidentally got it in the trash. I don't know what's happening. Okay, did that work? Okay, that one worked, I think. Uploading. There we go. Click the link so I can see you guys now. Open it. There we go. Hello, Merry Christmas. Nina, how was your day, honey? Oh. Oh. Exie, my little nephew is here. This is the first time I've ever owned a cross anything. In our faith, it's not like against the rules to wear. I mean, we are Christians, first of all, by the way. There's a rumor going around that you guys call us Mormons are Christians, or not Christians. We are. Our title is officially the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Like, we're literally Christians. But we never, it's not like it was a rule that you couldn't wear crosses or display them in your house. We just the church prefers to focus more on like Jesus' life and then his resurrection, and not focus on the crucifixion. But for me, I'm a very morbid person, and I like to know details of what people go through. Like, that's how I feel through them, and so the crucifixion has always strengthened my faith more than, because like watching him going through the pain that he had to suffer and just still begging God to forgive them, and like that's what's been powerful to me. And so recently though, in our church, it's becoming more acceptable to wear crosses, so I finally got myself one, and my Danny gave it to me for Christmas, so I'm very excited about it and I love it. So oh no, when I was BCT, a lot of people took advantage of the LDS service in a bad way. It happens a lot because we're very generous and people, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're there to help when we can. Anyway, so I'm excited that it's not as frowned upon to wear crosses now, because that's what strengthens my testimony, is thinking of the crucifixion more than like the resurrection and his life. It just, for me, I'm just different because I have this obsession with death and pain, and that's what gets to me. So, but Merry Christmas, you guys. Hi, it's Fanny. OMG, Shanny, I was thinking of you like 3 days ago and didn't remember your name or your page. I follow you since you start. Yay, welcome back. Yeah, our church is very service. Everything is service. Nobody gets paid. Like, I'm not, no knocking against other churches where they're like pastors and people get paid. Like, our bishops don't, like, it's just, our church is very service oriented. Even if you're not a member, they will help you with anything. So that's probably what you're talking about, X, right? Like, people take advantage of their kind hearts, but we're happy to, yeah. Yeah. And that's okay too. They were way too relaxed and just led people to attend their service and just escape somewhere else. Yeah. And that's okay. I always thought Catholic people wear crosses. I'm Baptist, never worn one. Oh, so Baptists don't wear them either. I never have either. I've never had a cross before. And like, I've been told my entire life that it's kind of frowned upon. So, but recently I'm hearing a bit of a change. But here's the other thing. I'm also on my own little faith journey at the moment where I'm trying to figure out I know what I believe. I'm just trying to figure out if I for sure believe it or if it was just like I was raised in the church and so it's engraved in your brain since you were little. And so I just one day was like, I know I believe in Jesus. I know I believe in God because I have proof that they exist so many times in my life. I feel them with me. I know I believe in the Holy Spirit. Do I believe that the LDS faith is the correct? I don't know. I've never thought about that for myself, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure it does. Because like I've tried leaving in the past and something always stops me. I don't know what it is. Like it just feels right to me. But like everybody's different and I never ever force my beliefs on anybody. I want to make that clear. I always make that clear. If we're going to ever talk about religion, I never am trying to force my beliefs on you. As long as you believe in something, I think that's great. We all have something. As long as you have some higher power to believe in, I think that is what keeps you humble and grounded. As long as you believe that there's something out there that's bigger than you, that's what keeps you humble. You know what I mean? So like if you believe in just the earth, science, Mother Nature, God, whatever you believe in, as long as you believe in something higher than yourself, I believe that that's a true key to being a good person, in my opinion, but I don't know. I don't know. Are you leaving? I'm a gold enjoyer. Oh, I thought that was a typo for I'm gonna go enjoy something. I'm really tired. So my brain, like, it wasn't a typo, but my brain turned it into one. But thank you. You're a gold enjoyer. Thank you, X. X likes my cross.
Nice.
Debbie. Yeah, I always thought, it's not what we do, but I don't think anyone would care if I wore one. Okay, yeah. And it's not like a rule. It's not a rule in our church, was it? It's just like, was frowned upon because we wanted to focus more on the resurrection
right.
or his life before he was crucified and then the fact that he came to life again
right.
is what we want to focus on. But for me growing up, even in the church stories I would hear, I would always want to know more about the crucifixion. So then about a year ago, I finally watched what's that movie called? Passion of the Christ or whatever, and they phenomenal, and that got to me, and that was like very, very prevalent to bringing me back to God, along with Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry if you hate him, but he helped me come to God too, so I'm grateful for that. Anyway, I never paid any mind to people's religions or beliefs unless they tried to enforce them on me. Yeah, and I'm the same way. I would never try and like push that on somebody. So, and our missionaries, they mean well. Even if they're pushy, they mean well. They're just doing their job. They just want to spread the happiness that they feel in our church. They just want others to feel it. And I understand that. I can see that point of view too, but I would not have been good at being a missionary. I wouldn't have been able to do it. Because I just would have been,
It's just about sharing the message.
Yeah, it's more like they just want you to feel what they feel. And get the benefits
we
of.
try to let the Spirit guide you on that one.
Right. Yeah.
If you feel something great, then great. Ask some questions.
And a lot of people feel that they need to go on a mission and spread the gospel, our gospel, and I'm sure other religions do too. It's great. So, yeah. He did. My husband gave me a cross for Christmas too. That's awesome. Yay. I was Catholic and never use a cross, and now that I'm Christian, I start using one. That's awesome. See, and I feel bad, by the way. I wonder if this person is still watching me. One of you sweethearts out there one time sent me a cross of something. What was it?
I can't remember what that was.
And they had like made it for me, and I said I couldn't wear it because I was told not to wear it in our church. It wasn't like an official rule, but it was very frowned upon.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad now, and I wish I could like remember who that was. People who sent me stuff, unless they wrote their name on the gift, I it's so hard to keep track of. Back in the day when people would send me stuff all the time, it was really hard to keep track of it. So, hi, I'm Ronan. Can you tie Can you tie hair high ponytails? Sure. Yes, I can do that. My smile is beautiful. No, it's not, but thank you. With a rubber band? Yeah, sure. Not right now. I have a headache right now. My girlfriend got me Pokemon cards for Christmas. You have a girlfriend? Your ex-girlfriend, do you mean? Do you have a girlfriend now? Did you get one since yesterday? When did you get a girlfriend, ex? You can't just not tell us that. If you've got a girlfriend, you have to tell us. Oh, it's your imaginary girlfriend. Gotcha. That makes more sense. Okay. Does that mean that you got yourself Pokemon cards for Christmas? That's the cutest thing. I bought most of my presents too. So, is there a difference between Catholic and Christian? Yeah, there's different denominations of Christians. So like we're Christians, Baptists are Christians, Catholics are Christians. If you believe in Jesus Christ, you're a Christian. Is the easiest way to explain it. So, in my opinion, like we're all, if you believe in that, cool. And if you don't, that's cool too. I do. I love Jesus and he's saved my life many times, and I will, give myself to him fully as best I can. I'm learning to do that and it feels good. And for me, that works. For me. Just for me though. But you don't have to. You did? You got a new phone? Yay! How was your Christmas, Nina, Deb, everybody? Kayla! It was good. How was your Christmas? I'm so tired. I haven't slept. Kayla, you'll understand this. Oh my gosh. So we were just at Danny's house and we were playing board games at their kitchen table. Hold on. You'll know. You'll know right away when I say it. Hold on. At their kitchen table, we were playing board games for probably 3 hours straight. The last 3 hours. We were all already exhausted. Sat down to play these games on hard chairs for 3 hours. So what happened when I tried to stand up, Kayla? Kayla will finish the story for me. She knows. Like, just nothing worked. My muscles are not non-existent, like stiff. Like, it was really embarrassing. Yeah. I didn't pass out this time, but I almost did. And I almost passed out at my mom's too. But I couldn't even stand up. My body was in so much pain. It's still in that much pain. Chronic pain is fun. I love it. I have a pretty unpleasant memory about religion from Richard. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I do too, in my own religion. That's another thing I'm trying to figure out. Like, Kayla, have you been listening about the whole cross thing? What's your opinion on it? Because for me, a lot of abuse happened to me in the church, but it wasn't the church's fault. It was the person's fault. So I don't even know if I should talk about this or not. I don't know. It's something I'm exploring, and it's something that's coming up and has been coming up a lot in like when I was doing more intense therapy earlier this year, And that came up a lot, like a lot. Like that's another reason that I was questioning, like, is it the church that allowed this to happen to me? Could they have stopped it? But then again, how could they have stopped it if they didn't know about it? So was it really just the man that was in our church that did it to me? You know what I mean? So like that kind of thing too. Yeah. Right, Kayla? We have awful bodies. That was like our biggest thing that we had in common. We could just sit around and bitch about how much pain we were in. It was great. I loved it. Yeah. So, but it happens in every religion. Everybody has. Is there anybody here that does not have a bad experience with religion? But maybe you do. I don't know. But again, be careful with your thoughts. Don't blame the religion if it's not the religion's fault. And I would feel terrible blaming my entire religion if it's not their fault. So like I'm very thoughtful about that. I don't want to just like, I am so tired. Merry Christmas, Nikki. Amy, I miss you. I love you. How are you? Merry Christmas. Oh my gosh, all the oldies but goodies are here tonight. Look, Kayla's back. Everyone's back. Deb's here. Nina's here tonight. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to catch up. A huge argument formed between everyone that day. Yeah. You did too, Kayla? Okay, I don't feel as bad then. Because I was like scared to wear this. It's the first time I've ever worn a cross. So I was just trying to explain to them, it's not like against the rules in our church, but it's kind of frowned upon, right? Because we want to focus on the resurrection, except rather than the crucifixion. But I'm a morbid person. The crucifixion, the story, the details, the pain that he went through, that strengthens my testimony more. I'm sorry, than the miracle of him living again. I know that's amazing. But like the fact that he was being whipped and cut and very violently, like extremely, and bleeding from every pore, and still being humble and begging God to forgive the people that are beating him, like that to me is like, because I couldn't, you know what I mean? Like, so for me, I've always wondered about that my whole life. I was like, why do we frown upon that? It's okay to think about the crucifixion and get your testimony from that, right? And ever since I started doing that, my relationship with Jesus and God has gotten 10 times stronger. Like it's so much easier for me to connect with that, you know? Oh, did I miss the whole story? Where? I didn't see it. You didn't tell me a story, X. Try again. It might not have come through. That happens sometimes. I actually just started wearing gauze. Yeah, it's like the first time you wear garments. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. It used to be a little frowned upon, but now a lot of people have started. Yeah, I've noticed. That's why I got one. Wearing some down of a cross. Now it's more of a personal choice. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, me too. That's what I think of, what he did for us. Like, to me, that's where my testimony is a little bit heavier. I mean, I have a testimony in all of it, but like, that's what really hit me, just because maybe it's because I have chronic pain, and like, I watched The Passion of the Christ. I don't know if you've seen it, and I'm guaranteed that was the most accurate portrayal they could do. And even the guy that played it, the same dude that was in Count of Monte Cristo, what was his name? He played Christ, and I watched like all the behind the scenes stuff after watching it, and he really actually did suffer a lot. Like he had severe like health issues because of hanging up on that cross for hours and hours and hours a day. And he was like hit by lightning at one point or something, all kinds of stuff. Now I can't remember any of it. But like even the actor was like barely got through it. So think of what Jesus went through. That's insane. Yeah, we all have religious trauma, yeah. But it wasn't the church, right? Like, I don't even know if I should talk about mine because I would love to, and I will in my book when it comes out. But right now I'm scared to, just because people already think like so badly of the LDS faith. People think so badly of it and judge it, and so I don't want to like, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jesus had to bleed and shed his blood to pay for the sins that we could not pay for. Like what? And once that was introduced to me, I finally connected, like really connected. I've always like felt that he was there, but I don't know what it is. Seeing the footage of that, maybe maybe I needed to see a picture of it, and it just was like, holy crap. Hi, Cody. Merry Christmas. Yeah, he became a sacrificial lamb. Like, that's so crazy. It's a personal thing, Auntie. Don't let religion hold you back from something you really want to. Thank you. Thanks, nephew. Oh, wait. Oh, there's your story. Hold on. My mom's side of the story, I can't read. I'm so tired. My mom's side of the family is Catholic, and just one of her aunts is Jehovah's Witness. Catholics don't eat meat on Good Friday, so for some reason that I don't remember, the Jehovah's Witness ate meat in front of everyone in a really mocking way. Ooh, that's not nice. Oh, see, that's not cool. And when people mock other people's religions, like, what's the point of that? You gotta find what feels right to you. And currently, I'm still figuring it out. Currently, the church I'm in still feels right to me, but I want to make sure. I want to make sure it's an actual testimony, not just one that was like taught to me, you know, because I was raised in it. So, but I know for 1,000%, I believe in Jesus. I believe in God. I believe in the Holy Spirit, and it feels right now. But yeah, I have a lot of trauma in the church. But again, it's not the church itself. It was just very sinning men that did these things. It wasn't the church. It was the men that did these things to me. So, but I also am very aware, because you hear stories of people, pastors and bishops and everybody actually, you know, people in other religions that are like higher up actually doing stuff, you know. So that's all valid too. Like, it does happen. So that's why I'm questioning it. But I know, what a good time for you to come, Kayla, too. I don't talk about it a whole lot because, again, I don't want to like push it down people's throat. But I mean, everyone knows that I believe in God. Everyone's usually pretty respectful about that, and I try and respect everyone else. So I hope nobody ever takes it as, you need to believe what I believe and I'm right and you're wrong. It's just, this is what feels right for me, and I'm sorry that Charlie Kirk saved my life. If you want to hate me for that, great. I don't care. He brought me back to God when literally nobody could. Right, Danny?
Mm-hmm.
So, and he also saved my life in other ways. Yeah. Amy, that is what I was trying to say too. Yeah, Deb, yeah. No, you don't have to watch it, Deb. I don't think you would like it. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of us are just different and connect with the different, like, parts of Jesus. Do you know what I mean? So, like, most people get their testimony from his teachings and how he was the miracle, that he was resurrected. Like, that's what most people get their testimony from. For me, it's the crucifixion. So, but you don't like watching that kind of stuff. I do. What? Are you leaving?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Thanks
Christmas.
for everything.
Yeah,
Today.
you too.
Thanks for letting me spoil the kids.
You got it.
That makes my mom heart happy.
I know. Don't go too crazy, okay? Go to bed too. You're exhausted as well.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
guys.
not going to remember this tomorrow. I'm so wired. I'm so tired. I haven't slept in like 3 days. Hardly at all. Yes, that's my problem too, Kayla. I didn't want to bring it up, but That's really pissing me off right now. I'm sure it's the same stories I've been hearing. What? Love you. Yeah, the dude that did an interview, what was his name? And he used to be a bishop. Do you remember? Did you watch that one? And he's like in black and white, the interview. What's that channel called? I forget what it's called, but he left the church and he used to be a bishop, and I guess a man came in to confess his sins in a way. We don't call it that, but like that's how I would relate it to other. And he just came in, he said, Bishop, I've been molesting my children. What do I do? And the bishop's like, so the bishop, I guess, called somebody. There's like a number. There was a number. See, I don't know if this is true though, and I don't know if this is still accurate, but his experience, he claimed that he called the number that you're supposed to call if somebody comes and confesses something like that. You're supposed to call the church's lawyer and obviously the people higher up in the church, and to decide what to do. And he claims that when he called, he first of all couldn't even get through to them, but then eventually they told him, or he was able to let everybody know about it, and they told him, just tell him he's forgiven and let him go. And the dude was like, we're not going to punish him in any way? No, it sounds like he's humble and he's sorry, so just let him go. And I was like, huh? So this brave bishop said, sir, he hung up the phone with whoever he was talking to, and he made a decision. Good for him. And he said, sir, brother, elder, whatever, brother, yeah, I'll give you two options. Either you call CPS or I do, right now. And so he chose to call his wife first. His wife came in, confessed to her, then they all called CPS, and good for him. So a video is made about me, great. If it's a negative, I don't want to hear about it, but thank you. If it's a positive one, great. I would love to watch it. Shut up, you were, Kayla. Shut up. Where were you? We need to talk about this. It has destroyed me, and I haven't been able to. I can't talk about it online. Everyone hates him. I just did it, though. Sorry. He literally saved my life. I found him a year and a half ago. Anyway, we won't get into that because, yeah. You better remember that I was here. You ignore me. Sorry. There's so many people. Trump 2028. Is that even legal for him to run again? He needs to keep his mouth shut. He's doing a great job on a lot of things, but he really needs to keep his mouth shut. He's being a dick. That kind of reminds me of when police get pulled over for drunk driving and want to be like, oh, yeah. Like the double standard. Like, we're just going to let him go? We're going to just let him get away with it? Really? Because you know what would have happened if that bishop didn't call CPS. That man would have went right home and continued to molest his kids. It happened to me. My father was in the bishopric himself while he was doing those things. And he wasn't punished, and therefore I believe that told him it's okay to do, so keep doing it. That's what I believe. I can't believe I just said that out loud. I'm so tired. I can't save this one, guys. I'm gonna have to delete this. Dang it. I'm not a cutie, but you're sweet. No, yes I am. Thank you. I'm trying to learn how to accept. Thank you so much. I'm so cool all the time. I'm so great. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Did I read? I don't know. Give me a second, Amy. There's 39 people here. And that's how it always goes. I always ignore you. Video about how I'm a predator? I don't know why you chose to tell me that. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, it's awful. You better remember that I was here. You ignore me on the back porch. I know, but you better not ignore your memory of me being here tonight. I won't. I'm trying, Amy. Yeah, church doesn't fix people. It's a place to go and learn, to teach others, and join together as a family. But some people are there for the wrong reasons sometimes. Yeah. I think church is different for everybody, actually. Because some people, like, in our religion especially, they live the gospel. Like, they practice it 24/7, not just on Sunday. Like, all through the week, they've got callings, and yeah. You too, Kayla. So you were there when it happened? Where were you? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry thinking I'm so glad you're okay. Angela was supposed to be there, and last minute they decided not to go. So did you witness it? How close were you? You had to be close, because when we went to visit the campus. It is so much smaller than it looked on camera. Holy crap. You watched that? Kayla, where were you? Like, direction wise, where were you? Oh my gosh, you could have gotten shot. That's terrifying. Yeah, and he does it on purpose, X. He does it to troll people, which is like, sometimes it's funny and sometimes you're like, just shut your mouth, dude. Why? Why did you have to say that? Everything was going smoothly. Why do you have to open your mouth? Like, shut up. He's such a dick. You were in the courtyard. That's insane. The pew pew was directly behind you. So that would have been east. Or he was facing east. Interesting that he was facing east, Kayla. Huh. Was he? Am I getting that right? No, he would have been the mountains. Yeah, those are the east mountains. Yeah, you were facing west. He was facing east. There's so many connections there, Kayla. We need to talk about this later. Seriously. He was facing east. Interesting. Yeah, we went there and I was like, this is a lot smaller than I remember the last time I was there. I was like, and watching all the videos, and we went and I was like, what the heck? So I have a question since you were there. Did they cover the waterfall? Like the waterfall, the waters in between the risers, were those covered? They had to have been to fit all those people, right? We were trying to figure that out, and we can't figure it out. Yeah, Deb, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just new boundaries. If anyone wants to respect them, please don't tell me if anything negative or horrible is being said about me anywhere. I don't want to know about it. And if you didn't know, that's okay. But once you do know, please don't bring it up again. And if you do, I have to block you for my own mental health. But thanks for, if you're just trying to look out for me, I get that. Thank you. I just, I can't go back there again. It destroyed me. So, I know who I am now, and that's all that matters. I'm so annoying. It's true though. It's true. And I've worked hard to get here, damn it. So I'm proud of myself for that. Because before I would have been like, what did they say? And then I would like feel sorry for myself and be in a depressive, want to unalive myself for months at a time. And now I'm just like, you know what? I don't need it anymore. And I wish all of those people the best, even the people making those videos about me. I really hope they're doing okay. And I hope that, yeah, all the things. Oh, Shannon, I love you. I've been loving getting to know you. It's been so great. Okay, wait, hold on. So you were, okay, so he was facing it. So I was on the top tier of the armpit. Wait, what? Oh, the amphitheater. Okay. Oh, were you really? That could have hit you, Kayla. You were like right in the line of fire. You knew he was dead. So did you see it like actually happen? Like, did you actually see it in that split second? Well, you're in the medical field, so you would know right away. That's what all the medical people are saying. They're like, oh, he's gone. He was gone. And that gave us all comfort because I was like, did he suffer? I don't know. Oh my gosh, are you so traumatized from this? Please tell me you talked to your therapist about that. And not what's her name. I didn't know that you saw, what is her asshole name? Jody? Whatever. I didn't know that you went to her. That's really, man, that's traumatic, Kayla. I'm so sorry you had to be there. Wow. The legendary armpit theater. I know. We should call it that now. That's insane. Thank you, Nina. Thanks, girl. Nina gets it. A long time ago. I'm glad it was a long, long, long time ago. Can you imagine? And was she just weird? Was she just... Are they... What do you think... I don't know. These are all just speculations, but like, I don't know what to believe. I don't know if I believe that they were having an affair. I don't know. They could have been. You weren't in therapy at the time. Oh my gosh, Kayla. How did you deal with it? God? I would be praying like 24/7. I couldn't have. I cannot. Oh my gosh. When Danny showed me the video, I'm still mourning and grieving it. And privately, though, if I do it online, people get really mad at me. Can you please stop telling me what's being said about me? I'm going to have to block you now. I'm sorry. I tried to tell you before. So, I will let Nina or Hannah take care of that. Can you please block Simbala, whoever that is? I don't want to hear these made up lies about me and my family. Thank you. It's so gross. Merry Christmas, Hannah! Did you have a good day? How was your day? That's crazy, Kayla. Oh my gosh. I'm like worried. Are you okay? I remember watching you when I was younger. Thank you, Nina. I remember watching you when I was younger. You really helped me out with my recovery journey. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Aww. You're seeing a therapist now. Okay, good. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So were you like a super fan like I was? He literally saved my life when I found him. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, we need to talk more. I'm still mourning and grieving. I can't even imagine like having to witness that in person. And it's hard to mourn when the world is saying such horrible things. It's so hard. So just be kind, guys. Let people feel what they need to feel about things, you know? We don't need to be like, is it gonna kill you that much if I want to appreciate somebody that literally did something that literally nobody else could? Nobody, not even my husband, not even my family, not even my church could bring me back to God at the time. And he's the one that inspired me to write my book too. Right after my that night. But we're doing much better now, and that's all that matters. So much better. What's that quote that's like, as long as I'm doing better than I was doing yesterday, or than I was doing a week ago, or a month ago, or a year ago. And so for me, I'm doing so much better than I was a year ago, and I'm so proud of myself. So, yeah, I wrote a book. Yeah. I wrote it in 3 months, and now I've decided to rewrite it because I'm having a conflict of conflict. Wait, issue of I'm feeling conflicted about what I should share versus not, because my abuser is still alive, and even though he hurt me, I still love him. He's literally half of my blood, and I'm like, religious wise and like forgiveness, and I'm just trying to figure out what's the right way to go about this, and also to like protect the other people in my family, because it involved them too. So no, he's not in prison. He was only in prison and he didn't go for me. He went for somebody else for doing it to his stepdaughter. No, he was there for 6 months, and that's it. So again, and he was rebaptized and everything. So that's good, Nina. Oh yeah, that's a good quote that Nina, was it you that said that the other day? I'm not happy yet, but I'm way less sad. I love that. That's so good. Yeah, I know. But see, people in the church let him get away with it, but was that the church's fault, or you know what I mean? That's where I'm at right now. Because I'm angry. I just can't figure out who, I'm really trying to get to the bottom of it before I make like a blanket statement of, I can't believe I'm saying all this out loud right now. I'm so tired. This would not be happening if I was not exhausted. There's no way I can save this. People are already going to screen record it anyway. Yeah. Awesome, X. I think I'm doing better than I was a year ago. Yeah, that's great. I took photos today. Yay, Amy! For Christmas, so I wouldn't have to spend the day alone. Aww. Your photos are beautiful, Amy. I took pics of the little boy and his dad from Peru. Met them at the lake. It was fun. That's so sweet of you. Like, you just met them and started taking pictures of them? Did they ask? How did that happen? I'm glad you had a good day, Hannah. Yeah, I had a good day. I'm just exhausted. I've barely slept in the last like 3 or 4 days. I'm so tired. But now I'm like wired tired. You know what I mean? I don't think I'll ever sleep again. Who knows? And I'm not going to remember any of this tomorrow, and I'm going to kick myself for it. Oh well. Judge me all you want. You guys are welcome to think whatever you want about me. I don't care. I am who I am, and I'm a good person, so fuck off. Just kidding. Except sort of sometimes, but all in all, I just want peace. That's all I want, is just peace. Anyway, what? Oh, it's a lyric. Okay. What's it from? My friend's abusers got away with all that happened to her, but DCJ, what's that? DCJ. I don't know what DCJ is. Failed her. Oh, it's CPS in Australia. Thank you. I should have finished reading your comment. It's CPS in Australia. She sued them and won. Wow. Good for her. Wow. Thanks, girl. Seriously, if you see like videos about me claiming that I'm a pedophile and all these things, and if you choose to believe them, I don't think I want you here. I don't want people like that on my channel. I don't want people that would so blindly believe something so horrific, and so, especially like considering that I should not be talking right now. This is a bad idea. Someone stop me. Hold on. I'm gonna say something I regret. I know it. Okay, what else should we talk about? But yeah, I don't want, like, if you're gonna believe that shit, then I don't think I want those kinds of people following me that would believe somebody so blindly like that. It's ridiculous. Swearing auntie. Yeah. It's because I'm tired. But also, I swear all the time. I try to cut back. It's really hard. Because I guess the internet doesn't like that either. The internet just doesn't like me. So they don't like what I talk about at all. It's really dumb. Because other people can talk about whatever they want, but I get in trouble. It's 5:52 p.m. in Australia. Yeah, I did know that. One of my best friends lives there. That's fun. Boxing Day. Wait, what does Boxing Day mean? But right now it's 11:53 p.m. on December 25th. So it's the 26th for you, right? 5:52 p.m. Yeah, that sounds right. Thanks, Kayla. And that means a lot coming from Kayla because we used to be like best friends and we had a huge falling out. Like we literally just recently reconnected through my comments. You guys have seen it. So it's really big of her to say that. Thank you, Kayla. I appreciate that. I will tell you, I've really, really figured out who my real friends were the whole time. And I'm so grateful. And those that just weren't, live and learn. And I lived and I learned. I wasn't perfect. I made so many, I feel terrible about so many things that I did and the way that I handled things. And, but there's nothing I can do to take it back. I've apologized. The apologies have been accepted. So I don't, but if they still need to, if it's still affecting them and it's still hurting them, then that's valid too. It's their feelings. I've opened, if you'd like to message me, I'd be happy to apologize again or talk through anything else you want. And if not, that's okay too. I understand. I just want peace. I just want to move on. What happened between us? I don't even remember. And even if I did, I don't think I'd say it here. I mean, I remember like some things. I remember but I don't know. I think that we were also both fed some misinformation about each other. So, me too. Me too, Kayla. Me too. I'm gonna cry. Oh no. Me too. Me too. Seriously. Oh, why am I gonna cry? Oh, it's been a hard process sometimes it's hard to find who your true friends are, but that's part of life, guys. It's okay. And I hold no hard feelings against any of them, even though they all hurt me too. I'm not gonna go publicly on the internet and say what they did to me. I would never do that publicly because the fights we had, the problems we had were done in private, and there's no reason to bring it public. So, but if they need to do that for their healing, then that's fine. I just would like to not be a part of it if that's okay. I don't want to know about it because of what it does to my mental health. And I'm just trying to look for peace. That's all. Anyway. Oh yeah, Nina, was today any better than last night? You don't have to say details if you don't want to. Was it better with that person today? Just answer that, I guess. Or did we already talk about that? No, that was last. When did I talk to you last? I don't even know. I don't even know what day I am on, to be honest. Yeah, and I'm actually grateful for all the shit that we went through because it forced me to really look at myself and in the long run and really change some things that needed to be changed about myself. I'm so grateful, even though it was really, really hard. I'm so grateful for the growth that has come from it. It's so cool. I never thought that would happen. I would love to be your friend. I want to be all of your friends. I have friends that were very close, then we weren't, and life goes on. Yeah, I love Kayla. I know. I'm never online much to connect with you guys. I still love each of the peeps. We love you too. Yeah. I really do hope that we can get back to where we were, but I also understand if you don't want to do that, but I truly do love you and miss you so much. Me too. Yeah, we need to just get together and talk things out and figure out where it went wrong exactly. And but I don't know, because I've seen you online too, Kayla. I've stalked you a little, I'm not gonna lie, because I think about you all the time still. And it seems like you're doing a lot better too. Sometimes you just have to do stupid things to learn about yourself. And I'm grateful I did, even though it sucks, the stupid things I did. But for anybody to say that, to turn, I'm not perfect. I made a lot of mistakes, but like to turn it into the most vile thing that they can think of, knowing that that was the most vile thing that happened to me, my dad being a predator, and claiming that maybe I shouldn't say this one out loud actually, but yeah, I just don't want. I'm so sorry for the mistakes that I made, and I forever will be, and all we can do is live and grow from it, and I just wish those people the best. I truly do. Like, truly. Wait, why did you delete Shannon? What did she say? She's nice. Did she say something bad? What did she say? Wait, what was she saying? Oh, they changed their name to Shanny is a groomer. That's cute. That's original. Good job. Thanks, guys. Did someone change their name to that? That's really cute. Cool. I really hope that your life gets more peaceful. It's really cool. It's really cool to let go of, like, when you take a really hard look into yourself, it does a lot, because not only does it help you learn and grow as a person, it also helps you appreciate others that need to do their own learning and growing. So, like, for instance, I think it's pretty shitty to bring our personal problems that we had to a public platform. I would never do that, but they needed to do that. And I've had to learn that they need to do that for their process, because their feelings are valid too. And that's why I've apologized to every one of them that I feel that I wronged at some point. They all forgave me at some point, over and over, some of them. But then when our friendship didn't work out, that's when they started to bring it public and twist things into me being some sort of grooming predator. Like, it's so. My point is, I've learned a lot over the last year, and I let those comments and those websites and all those things, I let that destroy me to the lowest that I could go, that a person can go. And what came out of that was, now looking back, a huge blessing. So if anything, great. It actually worked, and it helped me to heal. It forced me to look at my life and figure out, because what happened was, and this is why I cannot hear about it anymore. If you want to keep trying to tell me things, like, maybe I should say this right now, because people still try and send me links. They'll just, like, send me a random link, and I'll click it, and it will go to some Reddit or some other website or a video, and I'm just like, I just don't want to hear about it, because I'm at the point now where I know who I am. I don't need validation from those people anymore like I used to. I gave them all of my attention behind the scenes, and a lot publicly too. It's kind of hard to hide that. It's hard when there are people in the world that hate you, and that it's very tempting to go and look for those things. But as soon as I started practicing not looking and noticed how much it improved my life, and then that was allowed me to like stepping away from the internet because of it, and learning to, like, focus on really what was my core issue. Because what happened was I started to believe every single thing that they said, to the point that I felt that I needed to end my life, because I believed that I was the person they were saying that I was. So, whoa, jeez. Sorry, I don't want to cry. I don't want this to come off like manipulate. I'm very tired right now too. So I know I'm going to regret saying all this. But anyway, I'm not a victim here. I'm not the victim, okay? They were victimized too, and they're feeling hurt too. But for me, I just, I'm getting to a point where, I don't know, I literally don't have the mental or physical strength anymore to let that happen to myself. Like, I just let it control my life, and it was so sad that I let it do that for so long. Like, and now I look at them and I think they're just other human beings who are hurting themselves, and what must they be going through that they are so obsessed with trying to bring somebody down because our friendship didn't work out, or whatever and trying to twist whatever they can to make themselves feel better. What if that's what they need? And I still care about them, and I always will. Even the ones I dislike the most, I always will care about them. I'm not going to mention names, don't ask. But I will always care about every single one of those people that used to be my friend. And I just wish that, I wish them nothing but happiness. I understand if they don't want to talk to me, they don't have to, but my door's always open if they want to. But yeah. Thank you. Thanks. Pretty, crazy, but pretty. Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment, I guess. Thank you. Anyway, let me read some of these because I'm not reading very many. Sorry. I'm not doing good at keeping up on these comments. I'm distracted by Kayla. You know how you get caught up in like a conversation with do any of you ever live stream? It's hard because you get like, for me, I get subconsciously, I'm talking to Kayla. And so it's like subconsciously, I kind of only read her comments. That's why I've always said like, the more you comment, the more I'll see you. But sometimes I don't mean to be insensitive and skip everyone. My mind gets stuck on, where were we? Let's see. Oh wow, whoever that was did comment a lot, didn't they? That's really sad. Deb, are you not a moderator? I thought you were. Thank you for reporting, guys. Thank you. Look at yourself. This is true growth. I'm so proud of you. It's hard, but you learned so much. Thanks, Amy. And I feel bad what happened with us too, Amy. I'll never forget that day that I yelled at you on your birthday. I'm such a bitch. I didn't know it was your birthday for the record, but still. Man, it's crazy guys, it's crazy making. I'm not trying to make excuses for myself. It's not easy running a mentally ill community, especially when it started going private into our private groups and stuff. I didn't know how to do that. Nobody knew how to do that. I made so many mistakes. Oh my gosh, I hate the way I handle things now. But at the time, I thought I was doing the right thing, but nobody knew how to deal with that. Nobody has ever had a mental health channel where they connect so closely with their viewers, and everyone in the group is mentally ill, and you have to remember everybody's triggers, and you have to make sure that everybody feels safe and heard, and things get overlooked, and you want to make everybody happy, and you can't do that, and so then you're looked at as the bad guy. If something goes wrong, then it's all put on you, and it's just mad. It was maddening. It got to a point, I loved it though. I love it because I love connecting with people, and that's what I want. But there was just that part of it that I let, and this was my fault, nobody else's but mine. I chose to let that just completely consume me. The negativity is what I chose to focus on, and that was my choice. I didn't have to do that. That was my choice, and I still do it. I still catch myself doing it all the time. And it's something I think I'll do forever subconsciously. It's just ingrained in me, but it's what I've been purposely working on for the last year. So I don't know, but it's hard. Thanks, Nina. I agree with Kayla. You shouldn't have to apologize for being you. I really shouldn't. I'm not a bad person, and I know I'm not now. I'm a good person. I'm the victim. Shut up, Amy. I'm the victim because it's cold outside and I'm hungry. I have a rotten banana. We got oranges. So I just watched Little Women the other day. Were these valuable at one point? What's that about? Is that a thing that I never knew? And I remember even watching Little Women growing up, and I don't remember that, and you would think I would because all I remember is food, no matter what. Movies, TV shows, people's conversations. That's all I think about is food. But rewatching it as an adult, I was like, are oranges, were they pretty expensive back then or something? Because they were like so excited that Christmas morning they had one orange to share, and then they ended up giving it to their poor friends, their poor neighbors. Do you remember? Like, what? I didn't know they were so valuable back then. So I suppose I could give you an orange. Will you take. I don't have any rotten ones, Amy. They're all really good fresh ones, so I don't know if it might be a little too good for you, to be honest. Oh, that just made me laugh for sure. Proof I'm so over it. I've never not loved you. Me too, Amy. Me too. I'm just so sorry if any of you have ever felt. I just feel terrible the way I handled some of the things. It got so crazy sometimes, and you would deal with like, because it's like everyone would come to me about everything, right? And that's fine. And I sort of knew that I was taking that on, but I didn't realize how hard that would be to have, like, because everyone was my best friend. And so so like if two people weren't getting along, or if one person wasn't getting along with the entire community, sometimes I would choose the one person, sometimes I would choose the other side, and that would create problems. And if I didn't choose, that would create problems. And it just was maddening. It just was exhausting for me, even though like I loved it, because like I wanted it to work. I wanted everyone to be happy, but you just can't do that. And I know that now. And I know now that the people who really know my heart and know what I'm about and know that I truly just want happiness for everybody, I really do, know that that comes with a lot of trial and error, especially in this like situation. You know what I mean? It's not, and it's not a common, like, there's no handbook out there of how to run a, private mental health community online for the first time ever. Nobody knows how to do that. And I did the best I could, and I made so many mistakes. And I hate myself for a lot of it, but I have to also forgive myself for it, because all that hating myself all that time, even after I apologized and they accepted, all that did was just get me sicker and sicker and sicker. And the more I forgave myself, the more I tried to let go of the pain from them as well, the better and better and better I started to feel. So yeah, that's all. Yeah, it got really, really messy. It was bad. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And should I tell you this? No. No, never mind. I know, right, Cody? Also, why bring it to you on Christmas Day? Like, is there nothing better for them to do? Yeah. I don't want to know. If they made a video about me, I don't want to know. I'm sorry. Unless it's like a kind video or supportive. Yeah, I can't say it. We'll wait. I have another project in mind, but first we need to get my book out, and then we'll go from there. That's all I'll say right now. But I think it would help a lot of people, this other project. I know my book will. It's literally the reason I'm doing it, because I know that I was supposed to write it is what I needed to get all of that out. I'm not kidding. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna say it. I attempted. Danny gave me a blessing. Okay, I should not tell this right now, but I'm going to. Oh my gosh, I'm totally gonna do it, you guys. I was not gonna tell you guys. I was like gonna make you wait for the book. Maybe I should tell just this part. I don't know. Let me think. I can't think right now. That's the problem. I'm gonna regret all of this tomorrow. Let me think about it for a second. Anyway, yeah, if I have to question, maybe don't say it. I don't know. I'm confused now. I don't know what to do. I don't have a filter, so this is really hard for me, because now I'm like, I'll just say it. I don't care. But then, yeah, I think maybe I should wait a little. But I'll just say this. Wait, what was I going to say? Now I forgot. My brain isn't working. Oh, yeah, someone was answering about the oranges. Orange and peanut butter. Oranges didn't grow everywhere and had to be shipped to them. Interesting. I think that oranges were pretty rare And the food situation back then was bland and barely edible. Wow. That's so crazy to think about. It was like it was like they were holding $1 million was their attitude towards this orange. And I was like, and Danny literally that night comes home with this huge sack of oranges. And I was like, we're really lucky to be living in the day that we are, you know? You should, Ghost. It is healing. Holy shit. It is so healing to write about your life story. Holy shit. The only reason I'm publishing it is to help others. I'm fine now. Like, this book has not healed. I'll never be fully healed. I'm a human being. I'm imperfect. But it's healed me like probably like 60%, and I'll take that. That's better than nothing. I went from just being done to where I'm at now, which is amazing. I'm so proud of myself. I had a ton of orange trees in my house when I was a kid. Nice. Yeah, you should. What would I recommend? Okay, so this is what I was told. Okay, so the night wait, hold on. I was eventually told, I just started writing is how, I can't tell you why, but I just started writing. God and Charlie Kirk were the reason I started writing this book, and Danny, by the way. But you'll hear the details of that in the book. Anyway, and it just flowed out of me for 3 months. It actually, the majority of it came out in like 2 weeks. I'm not even joking. And I've never written anything in my life. I'm not a reader. I'm not a writer. I hate reading. But my friend Jackie from TikTok, she'd written a book, and I got her book and I read it, and I was so intrigued. And that kind of like made me fall in love with reading. That was like sort of put it in my brain, like, could I write a book someday? I don't know. And so then when that incident happened that night, it was like a straight answer of this is what you need to do. And I got right into it. In 3 months, the entire book was done. And within 2 weeks, like 3/4 of the book was done, and it just flowed out of me. And I looked up advice online. I remember like maybe the second or third night of me writing, and it just said that if you're writing your personal life story, the first draft, don't just write, just word vomit. Literally get every story out. Don't worry about how the readers are going to hear it, or how publishers, or if they're going to want to publish it, or if the editor is going to have a problem with this, whatever. No. Don't worry about that. Just focus on getting it out first is the most important part. And then you go back and you decide what you want to do with it. Do I want to leave it as is? Do I want it heavily edited? Do I want to change a lot of details for people's protection, and so on and so on? You know what I mean? Right now, there's a couple publishers that might be interested in my book, which is awesome, but that's only because I have some connections. It's really, really a huge blessing that I even have a couple people that might be willing to publish me. Otherwise, I might just self-publish and just put it on Amazon. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a while before it comes out, because yeah. So what I did is I told the stories with all the details of what was done to me, what I witnessed. Those were 10 times harder for me. Like, I wish that I would have rather, I'm not joking, I would have rather I got all the abuse than have to witness it with others in my family. That was a bajillion times more traumatizing than my own abuse. Seriously. Like, I wish that I was the only one that was abused, because it was way harder for me to watch it happen. And yeah, so I just wrote everything, and I censored it a little bit just because naturally it just felt right to do it. But the stories themselves just flowed right out of me, and that's how you know it's a story that you need to tell. So give it a try, Ghost. You should. It's healing. Even if you don't publish it someday. Like, even if I didn't publish my book, holy crap, I've healed so much from it. It's amazing. Yeah, I know. I'm having a hard time figuring that out. Blah blah. Like I'm really having a hard time figuring this out. But I just want to protect my siblings, my mom. Um so yeah, we've talked about like using gender cuz like you guys know who my siblings are. I mean, and I have a lot of other siblings though, but you guys know my story. You know the basic story. Like you know that I grew up before my parents' divorce. I was the youngest of 4 kids. You know I had one brother and 2 older sisters. After they got divorced and remarried other people, I gained a whole bunch of stepsisters and a half sibling. But before that, like you guys know my siblings. You know who they are. So we thought of like, okay, well maybe I could use gender neutral names for each of them, so then nobody would know, and also be very neutral as far as like if I kept that in, as far as like body parts go and stuff like that, I would have to be very vague um if those were involved. So it's really tricky and it's really hard to figure this out. And yeah, and it's if this is meant to help others and not hurt anyone, no. The only reason I am publishing this is to help. I would never punish it if I thought it would hurt people. Because let me tell you, holy shit, if I had a book like this growing up, or if my mom did actually, if my mom had read a book like the book that I'm writing that could warn her of all the signs of, first of all, developing an eating disorder so young in childhood, and all the warning signs of being abused by her partner, it wouldn't have happened. She would have killed him. It wouldn't have happened. She would have left him right away. Like, people need to know these signs to look for their children so it doesn't keep on happening. And then there's also the other group of people out there who this has happened to, who have been told to stay silent their whole life, and they feel ashamed and they feel guilty and they feel like they can't speak about it, and they are like me and end up a 41-year-old sick woman who can never have children, and I can't stand up for longer than 5 minutes without passing out because of the damage that I've done in my body and my mental state. People need to hear it. So, no, my mom didn't know about the sexual stuff. She knew what was happening to her. She knew that there were a couple times that she witnessed. I shouldn't say that. That's not my story to tell. But yes, she did not know about that though. No. Yeah. No, if she knew, she would have killed him or left him right away. She wouldn't kill him. She couldn't kill a fly. Actually, she would. She kills flies all the time. But you know what I mean. Yeah. I know. She's an amazing woman. He was good. He was a master. Yeah. And my stupid freaking heart still cares about him. And I'm like, the point of this book isn't to hurt him. The point of the book is to explain where my eating disorder came from and how it happened. And also, warning signs to look for in your kids if they're being abused, or if they're even if it's just for eating disorder. That's going to help so many moms out there that don't like understand it, just like, because that's what I've been getting over the years on my channel. It's people will be like, my daughter has an eating disorder and I don't know how to deal with it. Your videos have been so helpful. So the book idea, I don't know, it just flowed out. I just feel like it was meant to happen. But I need to find what feels peaceful for me to publish it. And I don't think it's appropriate to publish like there were things, okay, let me be vague. One of my family members said, please don't put in your book anything that happened to me. So that specific family member, I wouldn't be able to tell any of those stories. And that makes it hard because I've already told you guys this, so I'll tell you again. The stories, so this, every story is based around food. And it's got a really clever title and I'm really proud of it. But anyway, so it's going to be very like Shanny. It's going to be funny. There's going to be humor. There's going to be irony. There's going to be sarcasm. and Shanny, but it's also telling the serious stuff. But every story is linked to a certain food. So, for instance, there's a chapter called Meatloaf or Beetloaf. I can't decide which one to do. Where literally I was being beaten one day, and the way that I got through it was picturing and knowing and smelling that my mom was making meatloaf, and I knew that it was meatloaf night, and I knew that if I could just get through this, I would be able to eat meatloaf and I would be okay and I would be happy. And I'm pretty sure mom made 2 loaves of meatloaf tonight, which means there's gonna be leftovers, which means that I can take some extra meatloaf and hide it under my pillow so that at 2 a.m., when everyone else goes to sleep, I can binge on it all night long and I'll be happy. And also, I know that this sibling doesn't like meatloaf, and so I know that they're going to give me their meatloaf and they're going to give me their second serving. And that's what I would think about while I was being abused. I would think about food. I would think about what I was going to binge on later or whatever food was coming next. And that was my survival. That's what I had to do. And that obviously developed an eating disorder because I was binge eating. I got super overweight from it. Then I started being bullied at home and at school. And then I got to the age of like a teenager where it wasn't cool to be fat and boys didn't like fat girls. But by that point, I was so addicted to food that I had to figure out a way to get rid of it. So that's when I started purging. And so it's a very detailed of how like it developed for me. And I think that it could, wait, hold on a second. Yeah, so I know it would be difficult if the characters were gender neutral, but I care about my family more than that. People are just gonna have to imagine that part if I end up doing that, you know. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what feels right, and I don't quite know what that is yet, but I'm working on it. Yeah, I thought of making the whole thing fictional, but the thing is like, if it was fictional, how would you guys even know that I wrote it? You know what I mean? Like, who would buy it? You wouldn't know about it. I don't know. And you got to think about like being sued someday too. I don't think anybody in my family would sue me for sharing anything, but like there's a lot that goes into it that I didn't realize. Like people can sue you for defamation, but I don't defame anybody in the book. I tell the truth. However, I don't know. It's still a scary thought to think about. You know what I mean? Just name the dudes Johnny and the girls Jesse. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, try it, Ghost. Try it and see if it works. See if it feels right. I even wonder if maybe I should try that. You know what I mean? No, I know, blah, blah. I know. That's what I'm having trouble with. There was lots of other abuse going on too, and fictionalizing the story can give you the ability to go into the minds of other characters, right? To give a more nuanced view. Exactly. I know. That's why this is so tricky. I don't know how I'm going to do this. It would be easy if I'm the only person in my family that's super open about this stuff. I always have been because, again, like we all had our roles growing up, and we all had our own ways of protecting ourselves and protecting each other, and their ways of, I'm not going to say specific, their ways of protecting me is not something that they want the world to know about. You know, that's their story. So it's like, it's hard because it's my story, because I witnessed it, or they were there when it happened, or whatever, but it's also their story. So I got to be sensitive to that. So it's really hard. I don't know. What type of shoes or slippers or socks am I wearing? I'm wearing Christmas socks, actually. My mom gave me a calendar of 12 days of socks. So I'm wearing one of those. Yeah, I've thought about that too, based on a true story. But then, I just know I'm gonna get questioned. Which parts are true and which aren't? Which ones aren't? But maybe that's the point. But I also don't want everybody thinking that, like, I don't know. It's hard. See, this is the writing it was the easy part, and now I'm at the part where I'm like, can I even publish this? How am I gonna do this and protect everyone? Because my family comes first, always, always, always. Yeah, where to start, Ghost? Yeah, a mix of both, maybe. I don't know, because that could be a slippery slope. Because then people could be like, well, which parts are true? So, like, for instance, I could say a story that really happened with my dad, and then I could throw in a story that didn't happen with him. I could get sued for that, because it's like, it's if I say it's what's the word, you just said it, partially what's the word, like partially fictional, what's the word, someone just said it, where is it? I know, Kayla, I know the stuff about the it pissed me off when I heard that, but they were like, he apologized, just forgive him and tell him not to do it again. And the bishop was like, but what about the child that's being hurt? Just don't tell anybody, just like sweep it under. And I was like, the fuck? Pissed me off. Oh yeah, the mix of both. That's the problem with that. So like, even if I were to throw in some fiction, I don't know for sure this, but I would assume I could get sued for defamation, because nobody would know what was fiction and what was not. And so people could show up at my dad's house and try and kill him over one of the stories that wasn't true versus was it true or not. I don't know how it works. This is all brand new to me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I shouldn't even be talking about this, to be honest. That protects others. I promise I can help you with this. I work with a professional who will know all the answers. She hid her story for years. But that's the other problem, is that I've told my story. You guys know the basics. You know that my dad physically, sexually, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually abused me. You guys know that. So there's no way to, like, you know that. It's just the details that you don't know. So the other option that I'm going through in my head right now is, okay, let's leave the details out. But some details, if I leave them out, that's the whole point of the story of how, how it developed for me, of how my eating disorder developed, and signs that I was being abused in other ways, not just the food stuff, that my mom couldn't have known. I don't know. It's hard. Yeah. I know, Kayla. I know. I might have to wait till he dies. I'm not even kidding. I know that's horrible to say, but I might have to wait till he dies to publish it. I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. I'm working on it. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, blah, blah. Oh, and it does, believe me. It ends on a very high note. It's a beautiful book. Trust me, it's a beautiful book. It doesn't end sad. It's very hopeful. I put a lot of hope and faith throughout the book, and I share, like, experiences and lessons and ways that God was there for me personally, and I try not to do it in a pushy way, just sharing my stories. That's true. Yeah. Create the fictionalized story as a bonus of being able to create your own ending. Yeah, very true. Yeah. None of my family knows anything. I know your family doesn't know anything, Kayla. Yeah. They still don't know anything? Still? Thank you, Maria. Hun, it's great that you wrote all of it because you need to get it out of your system somehow. You deserve to be validated. It's good for you to talk about it all if you need to. Thank you. I appreciate that. All of us who care about you will be here to support you. Thank you. You guys have been... You don't know what that means to me. Seriously. Thank you. And it's okay. And guys, I'll just say this again, and I truly mean this. Like, don't go to those websites about me or videos, bad videos about me, and attack those people. Just let it go. We don't need that inner space anymore, you know? Let's move on. Yeah, it wouldn't be safe for you right now, I know. I was just gonna say that. How do you know when there'd be an end? I'm curious about that too. I can't tell you, or it would give it away, but I do know. Did you categorize the chapter from different memories? So each chapter is named a food, and each food is connected to a story of what happened. So each chapter is a story of abuse, pretty much. And then later and near the end is when, and then the second book is when it will really all tie together eventually. But the end of the first book also ends on a I mean, not a happy note, but like a positive note, and what's the word I'm looking for? A hopeful feeling, you know? Yeah. Yeah. How do you know when to end it? That's a great question. Stay tuned. Thanks. I can't wait. I so badly want to tell you the title because it's brilliant, but I'm not going to. I so badly want to, though. Yeah, there's going to be two. I think I can tell you this part. So the first book is the first half of my life. The second book is the second half, which includes, what does that include, guys? That's going to be tricky. Because the second half of my life has been online. So it's going to be tricky. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But that's going to be a while before we get there. Yeah. You guys are all going to be in my book. Oh my gosh, you're going to be famous. Just kidding. No one's going to buy this. People are going to be like, she's crazy. It's okay. If nothing else, I'm just hoping and praying it helps people. But even if not, even if it didn't, it healed me. Oh my gosh. Not completely, but man, it has, yeah. I have started the second one very, very, like last week. I started writing the second one, and I figured out pretty quickly that I couldn't do that at the same time. I have to go in order. That's just the way my brain works. I have to write in chronological order because I'm really dumb. Like when I read and they skip from like different times and wait, which time frame are you? Like I'm really dumb. I need to be told what's happening like right in a row. You know what I mean? So that's how I write. It will be a very easy read. Not emotionally easy or mentally easy, but like grammatically easy. It will be very easy to read because it's me. I'm not a writer. I mean, actually I'm finding that I am, but like I don't have a huge vocabulary and I don't use big words that no one would understand. Everyone's like, just go to ChatGPT and you'll sound smarter. And I'm like, at the same time though, it's me. Why not? Why not just leave it dumb? This is my thoughts. This is how my brain works. If you like it, cool. If not, cool. But I know that reading snobs out there, like reader snobs, are going to be able to read it in like a day. Because it's not going to be that hard to follow. So far anyway. The first one anyway. The second one's going to be really hard because the second one will involve a lot of going back. Because in the second one is when my memories started coming up. So you have to remember, it's confusing. Actually, I'm going to stop there. I'm getting too excited. I just wish I could tell you everything. You did? Yay, Shannon. Just bought 2 books for Christmas today. We'll definitely be buying yours. Thank you. And if I get it done fast enough, the proceeds are going to Danny's teeth Danny needs teeth. Because you guys know I've never cared about monetizing videos or anything. That's not, I really don't give a shit about that. I really don't. I'm not trying to be all like, oh my gosh, I'm so wonderful and humble and no, like I really don't. Like that's not my intent. But any money that's made will be going to his teeth and possibly mine, but he needs them sooner than me. He doesn't have any left in the front. Poor guy. But I think it's cute. I'm used to it and I think it's really cute. I just love him. He's just really cute. And can I just say, this is personal. We have fallen so much deeper in love this past year too, because he has been, I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. I wrote his mom a huge letter for Christmas. I wonder if she's read it yet. I told her to read it alone later. And I just gushed about her son because I've never felt closer to a person than I have with him in the last year, because he has been my rock. My closest best friends, my family, but Danny especially 24/7 has been my rock. Like, because it's not easy writing about these traumatic situations. You have a lot of meltdowns. And so he just would, there would be nights where, because I would do most of my writing at night, because that's when I think the clearest. And there would be, and he sleeps at night. There would be a lot of nights where I would shut down, I would dissociate and shut down. And I just would walk into his room and just stand there. And he says, this is what he tells me, that I would just be shaking and not verbal, like I couldn't speak, but he knew somehow what to do. Like he would know if I needed to be held physically. He would know if I needed to not be touched physically. He would, without me having to tell him, like he's a literal, like, God is real, in my opinion, because I don't know how he could have known. Okay, I'll just say this. The night that I attempted, there's no way he could have known. He was dead ass asleep. In the middle of the night, I was in a completely different room. While I was doing it, he walked in. He walked in and he didn't freak out. He came over to me and I was on the ground. He came over to me. I'm not going to tell you the method. He came right in very gently, came and sat right next to me, and he removed things from my personal space, and he just held me, and I just screamed to him, kill me now, go get your gun, kill me now, kill me now. And he just knew what to do. And it's been an absolute, I can't believe I just shared that, godsend. And every day he just knows it's a miracle. He's a miracle. And I don't know what I did to deserve that man, but he is my best friend in the whole world. Like, I love him so much. Gosh. You too, Kayla. Yeah, let's chat soon. We have a lot to catch up on, I think. I need to, and I hope you're doing okay, because that's really traumatic to see. Seek help? I did. Thank you. Thank you for your concern. Yeah, that's really traumatic to go through, Kayla. Yeah, God knew. God woke him up. He's a heavy sleeper. And by the way, he had not slept very well for days. And when that happens, he's a heavy sleeper. And I love you too, girl. Love you too. And somehow he knew to come in the room and stop it. And then he gave me a blessing. And that's when I got the feeling. And then I went right to my bathroom to grab my computer. And there was a video of Charlie Kirk's. And he said something in it that confirmed literally what Danny told me in the blessing and what God told me. So it was a miracle. So anyway, I don't know how he woke up. No idea. I don't know. He just knew. I texted him too, and he didn't wake up. And I took that as a sign from God that I was supposed to go through with it. I texted him. I said, I need you. And he didn't respond. So then and then maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes later. But I didn't tell him what was wrong. I didn't tell him anything. I just said, Are you awake? I need you if you're awake. And that's it. I believe that, Nina. Especially with animals, they've got spirits, man, that are like, I believe that there's a reason that babies and animals can't talk. It's because they've got a sense that we don't have. I think that they are more connected to whatever higher power you believe in. I believe animals and babies are more connected than we are to them. And that's why they're not allowed to talk. So they just show us in other ways, because babies are also miracles. And babies just do beautiful healing for so many people. And I mean, you shouldn't have a baby just to heal yourself. Like, people have always told me that, like, you know, you'd heal from your eating disorder if you just had a baby. I'm like, well, I don't want to bring a baby into this world just to give it a job to heal me. I would want to bring a baby into the world for the baby's sake and to raise the baby and have it be about the baby's life, not mine, you know? But in turn, it's always such a huge blessing for so many people. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. It was crazy. The craziest night of my life. Yeah. Like, I had a family member tell me that, and I remember telling her, I was like, because she said to me, she struggled with her own stuff, and she's like, I just knew that if I had a baby, it would like force me to get better. And I was like, she's like, because I knew that the baby would heal me. And I'm like, but that's cool for you, I guess. I'm glad that worked out. And it did. And her baby is great and healthy and everything's fine. But like, I don't want to bring a baby just to heal me. I want to bring a baby for the baby's sake. And then if it heals me along the way, great. Duh. I don't know. I love you too, Amy. Thanks for being here. Your cat, Doug. Yeah. Yeah, he looks up like he sees someone. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you. Animals and babies, that's the reason they can't speak to us. They know. They know way more than we do. They are connected to whatever you believe is your higher power. I'm telling you. Welcome, Bernardo, but please don't spam my comments or you will be blocked. Thank you. That's not how that works. It can be healing, but only if you're in a position to be ready to heal. True. Yeah, good point, Shanae. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just damaging to the baby, I feel. Exactly. Like, you don't... And maybe this is a personal thing for me for personal reasons that hits me so hard, because I know I was told that I was brought into our family during, like, I was told that, and this wasn't, nobody meant this in a hurtful, harmful way, but I've been told my whole life, because of this weird ass spirit that I have of like being like charming and cute and being able to cheer anybody up, that thing that whatever. It sounds like I'm bragging. I'm not trying to. But oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? What was I talking about? Oh, I was told that I was brought into the family during the lowest that the family had ever been, and that I, quote unquote, saved. Like, I was told that my whole childhood and my whole life. I'm still told that. And they mean well, and I appreciate them, and I don't blame them for this at all. But I think that did give me this complex of like, well, now I have to save everyone, and I have to be sweet and caring of everybody and sacrifice my own happiness for theirs. Like, and now that I'm finally figuring out like what makes me happy now and what do I need, and trying to figure out what I need and giving that to myself has been healing as well. It's a lot, guys. This is all just therapy. We all go through this. I hope this helps someone, this conversation, because I know I'm going to regret word vomiting all of this tomorrow, but if it helps someone, then I don't regret it at all. You know how old people about to pass away, yeah, say they see people from the other side? There's a huge theory that babies and young children also commonly see the other side because they're supposedly closer to the other side, being at the beginning and at the end of death. Yep, if that makes sense. That's what we actually believe in our church. We believe that there was life before this life. We believe that we were given the option to come to this life, and we knew it would be hard. We knew we would lose all of our memory if we came here. We would not remember the before life, but that if we did choose to come here and have trials, that it would make us stronger for the afterlife. So that's what we believe. So we believe that there's like a veil, is what we call it. You know, the crossing over the veil. And so when you're born, you're crossing through that veil, and then when you die, you cross back over to heaven, back with Jesus again. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And my mom said that when I was a baby, I went to her when I grew up, when I was older as an adult, because I had this memory, and I would go to her and I was like, Mom, did I have a picture of Jesus in my room? And she's like, yeah. And you would just stay up all night just staring at that picture of him, and you would just talk to him all night long, like jabber, jibber jabber, talking to him all night long. I'm like, yeah, I remember the picture. And I remember that feeling, but I don't remember what I was talking to him about. But at the time, I'm sure I knew what I was talking about, but now I couldn't know that. I don't know. Oh, who are you, Shanae? Who are you? How do I not know who you... Wait, what do you mean? I don't know if I'd want a baby, and that's okay too, Ghost. That's okay. I just feel like I don't want to bring my mental illness. Yeah, me too. I have to have a child in their genetics, the depression. That's honestly actually like saved me from unaliving myself many times back when like it was so hard for me to not have kids because that's all I ever wanted. And this was before I accepted the fact that it's just not going to happen for me on this earth. I've accepted it, but anyway, yeah, like hold on, I just lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? Yeah, I'm like, well, I know it's in my blood because what happened to with my dad happened to him, and it happened to his dad, and it happened to his dad, and it happened to his dad. It's like generations in my family this type of abuse has been happening. And so on those nights where, you know, I know it's horrible to say, but it was comforting to think, you know what, at least I'm not bringing a baby and possibly somehow giving them the really, really bad part of my gene. I don't know. Your future? Shut the hell up. How are you, love? I miss you. That's right. Shanae is your middle name. I totally forgot. You know me and names. Come on. I love you. I miss you. My little bug. How are you? I feel like I tried to reach out to this YouTuber that just passed away, and I could swear I felt a gentle pat on the back. You probably did, Nina. Those things exist. I feel them all the time. It's real. Accept it. Don't be ashamed of it. I'm telling you. I believe, this is just my belief, you don't have to. I believe that God sends those beings to us for a very specific reason, either to send a message to somebody, which happens to me a lot. I'll be sent somebody that has died, that somebody will come to me to deliver a message, or sometimes there's just those special occasions where it just needs to happen that way. You've been crazy busy. That's always good, right? How are you feeling? You're here. I'm glad you're here. And like, I know my parents would love and spoil him/her, but I don't want to bring them into the hurt of the world. That's my other thing, especially the last year. Holy shit, the state of our world. We're at the beginning of a civil war, and it's about to turn like an actual war if we don't. There's nothing. It's depressing. I don't even want to think about it, but like, can you imagine raising a child right now? Like, all the moms out there are my superheroes right now. How are you doing it? How are you raising a child on this earth right now the way that this earth is right now? And it's only going to get worse. They are strong ass women and men that raise those children. Really, really brave people. I don't think I could do it. I'm not strong enough to do that. Yeah, mad respect. How long have I been live? Okay, can we take a vote? Should I save this or not? I mean, we know people are going to screen record it anyway. Who cares? I don't care about that anymore. That doesn't bother me anymore. But should I save it? Because I gave away so much about my book. What was I thinking? I'm going to regret all of this tomorrow. It's not that I regret, like, I want to share it all with you. I also want you to wait for the book, and I want to make sure that I also don't want to, like, promise you something that I end up taking out of the book. That's the other reason that you're not supposed to talk about it, because what if my plans change? Then you guys are going to be let down. Because, like, right now you might be thinking, oh my gosh, we're going to hear detailed stories, and that's going to be very interesting and healing and teaching and whatever. And then I could decide to go a completely different direction. So, yeah, now I get it. Why, when other YouTubers or other people don't announce it until it's ready to be published. Like, okay, you can buy it on pre-order here. Like, I get now why they do that. So, but I don't know. I didn't learn how to do this from somebody who wrote a book who had like an audience online. I like my friend Alicia. She wrote a book, but she wasn't doing it for an audience. She was doing it for herself. And so I took a lot of her advice as well, but I didn't think about my position on YouTube, if I even have one anymore. I mean, I do, because you guys are here, and I'm so grateful that you guys, those of you that still support me, is so freaking cool. Holidays are rough. I know. I'm proud of you for making it through. You're doing good. One more to go, right? New Year's is hard for you too, right? I guess I'd just be talking point with my future boyfriend. Yeah. But, maybe you're meant to be a parent, and maybe you're strong enough to, maybe you're like all those awesome parents out there that are strong enough to, you never know. I love you, Kylie. What a beautiful conversation this has been. Thank you, guys. Trigger warning, I did do something not smart and flushed what? You flushed what down the toilet? Okay. But I'm doing okay right this moment. Okay, good. You got this, girl. Don't give up. Keep fighting. You're a rock star. You've survived some horrid things in your life, my gosh. And you don't have parents anymore. Like, you've been through so much, future, and you're just insanely incredible. Good morning, Vernon Hudgen. How was your Christmas? It was great. How was yours? Hope everything's going well. It is going well. I had a really good day. I'm just tired. I just need to go to bed. And I'm just like wired and word vomiting tonight. Wait, can we all vote? I need you guys to be my brain tonight for me. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Should I leave this up? I don't know. What do I do? I need you to like put yourself in my shoes for a second. What do I do here? I literally can't even think. And yet I just word vomited so much information to you. You're welcome. I know it's pointless to ask, but I would appreciate, I don't know. Whatever. People are going to do what they're going to do. Whatever. I know Kylie's here. I did share about my attempt. You're right. Am I ready for that to be out there? I know I've talked about that I did attempt. I just didn't give like the details, and especially with like the Charlie Kirk thing. But here's the thing. I've come to realize, and maybe I shouldn't even say this right now. The only reason I want to say it is because I just want people out there to know, like, you can love and appreciate somebody and not like fully agree with them or whatever, and everybody has their personal reasons for believing and agreeing with whatever they believe and agree with. And in a perfect world, we could all respect that of each other. But right now, the way it is, it's not. I'm automatically a racist and a homophobic, and if I say anything positive about Charlie Kirk. And so that was really hard on me at first. That was really shocking. But I think I'm getting to a better place now where I can say, you know that I'm not racist. I know that I'm not homophobic. And I don't believe he was either, but that's my opinion, and you can have yours if you want. That's my opinion after studying him for a year and a half, watching literally every single debate he's ever done. That's just my opinion, though, and I'm not going to force it down your throat. But just the hate that's going, it's just so scary. So I'm just deciding if I want to deal with that. I don't know, whatever. But I've also got good moderators that are looking out for those comments because I have every right to feel how I feel too. I don't know. It's hard. I don't know. What do I do? Yeah, if I'm questioning, shouldn't keep it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Nicotine is hard to quit. Wait, is someone trying to quit nicotine? Because that is, I've heard that's very hard. Wait, who's talking about that? Wait, hold on. I want to give up pot. Wait, did you quit finally? Wait, hold on. Wait, future. Wait, who's quitting? Did you finally quit vaping? Someone catch me up. I'm so tired. I can't even focus. Thank you, Maria. You're such a sweetheart. Your comments have been so sweet tonight. All of you. It's like an adult path. Wait, so you quit? It's been 6 months? Future. I'm deleting this, right? I am so fucking proud of you. My little bug. I knew you could do it. I am so proud of you. Oh, this has not been easy for her. I am so proud of you. Holy shit. That's a big deal. Wow. Good, Kylie. But I know it's hard. Don't beat yourself up either. That's not going to make anything better, in my opinion. If you're trying to quit something, the worst thing you can do is beat yourself up. It works better if you just accept that you're human. You're not perfect, but you'll figure it out in your own way. And that's okay. Oh my gosh. 6 years, Kylie. If Future can do it, you can. No, I hate saying that, actually. Don't ever compare yourself to somebody else. But I believe that you're strong enough to do it too if you want to. That's amazing. You threw it out the window one night and never bought a new. How did you do that? That's like your body was dependent on it. How did you do that? I am so fucking proud of you. Holy shit. What? I could cry. I'm so proud of you. You are incredible, my love. I am in a lot of pain. But if I take my pain meds, I might get loopy. I'm already loopy. What else would I admit if I took a pain pill? Who knows? At this point. That could be bad. That's insane. I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh, I could cry. Wow. Right, Entresol? Look, everyone's saying, oh my gosh, I know, I need to go to sleep. I always talk way too long. And tonight, I'm just like, I don't even know what I talk about now. I just know my inner voice is like, oh, you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that. But maybe I should have. Maybe I should have gotten those things out while I'm delirious so that I don't, because I'm not brave enough to get them out while I'm lucid. Do you see what my brain is doing right now? It's manipulating myself into thinking that because I probably won't remember a lot of this, that's the best time to word vomit. But at the same time, you don't want to welcome more vomit of the welcoming the vomit of your words in your heart. What am I saying? Oh my gosh. I promise this makes sense in my head. Give me a second. My body's going numb. I need to do, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, self-gaslighting. That's what's happening. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Shanny, go live in the next week. Oh, I can't read. Hold on. Shanny, go live in the new year so I can update you. I for real? Is that what that means? IFR. Is that for real? I'm old. Set my quit date for next week. Okay. Okay. Give it a shot. Do it. I believe in you. But do not beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. Try again the next day. Don't be like, I can't do it, because then you're going to be like, I might as well give up because I can't do it. No, don't tell yourself that. If you mess up on that first day, even on the first day, you tell yourself, okay, that sucks. I'm really disappointed. I really, really wanted to do that for at least one day, but I didn't, and it's okay. I'm going to try again tomorrow. Telling you, world of difference for recovery of any sort or trying to quit something. Welcome, Sweet Tooth. New here. What's up? Welcome. Well, I'm about to leave, but it's good to meet you. Come back again. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going live more on here, I think. I'm really enjoying this. But I want to go live on Instagram again because now I can again. So are all of you following me on Instagram? Make sure you are if you're not already. So it's at educating_Shanny. Follow me there, because I will more likely go live on there than on here, but I will still be going live on here once in a little while. But I will go live more often over there, I'm pretty sure. So to clarify to everyone who don't know, I am not homophobic. I just don't like my sister being used as a cover story. Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about. What happened? Oh, she's not. Oh, I know you're not homophobic. She said my sister isn't with her gay husband anymore. Listen, her gay husband was. The problem wasn't that he was gay. The problem was that he wouldn't let her leave him, even though they both knew he was gay. So it was like he was controlling her. So I'm glad. Yay, that's great news. Tell your sister congratulations. She deserves to have a man, a woman, whoever is going to love her back. She really deserves that. That's awesome. Thanks. It's sparkly, huh? I started wearing it a couple weeks ago and people liked it. So I'm like, me, I kind of think I kind of like it. Is it too much if I wear it like all the time? Is that weird? It could just be my new thing. Is that weird? I don't know. I'm so proud of her because I know that was really hard for her too. She took him to the mental hospital and packed up and moved in July. And I hope he gets the help he needs, because he was so controlling. He wouldn't let her go. I felt so bad for her. Yeah, it had nothing to do with him being gay, but the fact that he was gay and she knew he was gay and he knew that she knew he was gay and he was doing gay things with other people but wouldn't let her leave him. Good for her. Yeah. But I can see how some people in the world might take that and twist it that you're being homophobic. She's not homophobic. No. Not too much. It's pretty. Maybe I'll keep wearing it then. I'm kind of in love with it now. You guys are the cutest. What a great life story. What a great end of my Christmas. You guys are wonderful, beautiful people. Thank you for those of you tonight that backed me up when I said scary things that were hard to say. I really appreciate that. Sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. And that's how you learn and grow. I need to go. I'm exhausted. Yeah, I think I'm gonna not save this one. So maybe I'll go live again tomorrow night. And we'll find a better one that we can save for people that missed it, you know? We'll just leave out all the details of the thing. I shared way too much. I don't know. You don't follow me over there? Yeah. Follow me on my maiden one, because I'll go live on there. So at educating_Shanny. Sound good? I won't be going live every night because I have other plans for every other night. So I'm thinking maybe every other night, but I don't know yet. That's just so far a plan in my head, but we'll see how it goes. I know you missed it. What I could do is put it on unlisted for now. So once you have the link, which means you have the link because you're watching it. So that means you could go and you could finish it. If you've already been watching, And I know that there are trolls, people that hate me that are already watching. That's fine. That's going to happen anyway. I don't care anymore. I can't care anymore. I just want them to be happy and let's all move on. But I'll save it for you if you want to. I'll just keep it on unlisted. So if you were already here, that means you have the link. So people like later can't come and find it unless they have the link. Oh, wait. The link is on my story though. So would they still... We need to test this. Hold on. I guess I could... Well, it's just in your history now. So if you go to your history, it will show my live stream. If the link, if it's unlisted, you'll still see it. So I would, if I didn't want new people to see it, I would have to go to my, and delete my Instagram link is what I have to do. So let me go do that. Hold on. And I want to make sure I do this before I get off this live stream because I don't want to mess this up. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to delete. I'm even going to delete the one where I announced that I was going live, just so people don't ask too much. Delete from both. Delete from both. And then delete from... Okay, so what I'm gonna, so now I'm gonna end this and I will go and change it to from public to unlisted and it should still show up in your history feed. So whatever that is, just like save it to your list if you want. Yeah. Oh, lucky you, they got to be here tonight and listen to me word vomit about my book. Jeez. And stuff I shouldn't have, but whatever, who cares? I love you guys so much. This is so great. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you all. I'm so grateful. I'm feeling so, my heart is so full today. So much family, good family time today, and now this. I'm just so full of love today. I love Christmas so much. It really does bring a special spirit if you let it. And it's amazing. I love it. Okay, I'm going to go sleep. I haven't slept in days. I love you guys so much. I'll see you soon. Follow me on Instagram to see when I'm going to go live on here next. But I'm sure I'll go live on Instagram tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. Just go follow me there. Make sure. Okay. I love you guys. And remember forever always that you're beautiful, you're worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye. Merry Christmas,